Hi, I'm at the range and I just happened to come across with some guys at the National Defense Training Association of Finland. And lucky me, they had their new Sako ARG S40 rifles with them. Let's ask them a few questions about the guns and see if they let me shoot. The semi-auto ARG S40 is an AR-15 type rifle from Finnish quality firearm manufacturer Sako. The company is nowadays known for its hunting rifles and the gold standard sniper rifle, the TRG in 338 Lapua Magnum. Sako has been building rifles for Finnish voluntary defense organizations from the day one, and the ARG S40 is not an exception, as it's meant for the National Defense Training Association of Finland, Maanpuolustuskoulutusyhdistys in Finnish, or MPK for short. Sako is not selling the gun for civilians yet, but there are talks of it. Okay, I happened to meet this nice guy at the range. He's Mr. Timo Niiranen from MPK, and he's about to tell me something about the organization and what kind of courses they ran, especially shooting courses.
Howdy all. We actually at MPK we got different types of shooting courses for pistol, for rifle, and for sniper training. And basically the training schedules are almost the same as what the Finnish Defense Forces use. There are just a little bit modifications in, let's say, in the practical and group shooting trainings, which we don't do. We train single fighters and groups up to 3 at MPK. So that's how it works, and we basically have the training schedules so that they are the same as the from basic to advanced pistol, rifle and sniper training schedules what the defense forces use.
The rifle is chambered in 223 and it has a 16-inch barrel with a 7-inch twist. The muzzle device is A2 birdcage type. The action is direct impingement and the gas system is needle length. The handguard is aluminum M-lock with a Picatinny on top. The iron sights are Magpul Ambush Pro. The furniture, including dust cover, pistol grip, CTR telescopic stock and magazines are from Magpul. In the standard configuration we have a quick detached sling mounts at the stock, at the end plate and at the handguard. Some of the rifles are fitted with front sling mounts on the right side as well. The ambidextrous selector switch has a 16-degree draw and there is a white paint dot for safe and red for fire. This is to help the work of the range officers as this essentially is a club gun. The forward assist is A2 style. The mag release, charging handle and the bolt release are ambidextrous. The trigger is from Sako. It is one stage-ish, with some grip, but much lighter than a mil-spec. From inside, the rifle looks pretty much like any other AR. The cleaning kit is impressive, and it's nice to see a cable on it. It is telling that while the gun is in its stock configuration, the only major differences in my pimped out competition gun are the Precision Reflex Inc. front sight, the Ase Ultra muzzle brake, and the Geissele trigger. Oh yeah, and the EOTech optics and lamps and lasers too, but that's a different story. But let's ask the guys from the MPK on how they feel about their new rifle. The rifle we have here, it's the Sako ARG S40. It's your new rifle. Is it a good rifle for that kind of training?
It is very good rifle for that kind of training. It's very easy to use. It's both-handed, how do you call it, ambidextrous, yes. And it is usable for all types of people. It's got the buttstock is a telescopic one. You can change it because of depending on the size of the person who's shooting, and all the handling can be done from both sides of the weapon. It's easy to shoot. It doesn't kick that much, and it's a very reliable weapon.
Okay, and so I understood that you guys also shoot the basic shootings, but also this kind of tactical combat drills kind of shooting exercises.
Yeah, that is correct, depending on what we train, and those are called how do you call them in English? They would be like advanced training.
Yeah.
Erikoisammunnat, where you basically...
Like special shooting exercises.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. And we do those. Those are close to the, let's say, practical shooting, but a little bit different. We don't use that kind of, let's say, timers or whatnot, but more or less do the same thing as what the defense forces do.
And basically you're going to use the same rifle for both kind of shooting exercises.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's correct.
So it is in a sense compromise, but from the looks of it, it's not a bad compromise.
Yeah, we are kind of happy with the compromise.
Okay, let's go and check how it shoots. The idea was to first test the gun in its typical setting, shooting from prone with irons. The trigger is okay, but not as crisp as a Geissele. The thin frontside post makes it a bit hard to center on the standard Finnish Army target. First shots. Feels like an AR. Then it was time to try out how it shoots in more dynamic setting. I threw my spare EOTech on the gun to have a familiar sight picture. Yeah, you can really tell the difference with the muzzle device. Not as smooth as with an actual brake. And also this really needs some kind of hand stop like a Magpul VFG or an AFG for this kind of tactical shooting. I could really use some training on my mag changes. The ambi bolt release needed some focus as well, as I don't have one in my own gun. I didn't know I needed one before shooting Sako. Damn. Oh yeah, and let's take a look on how my 5-shot group went. Looks like I went a bit overboard with the zeroing in, but at least the rifle has potential. This is probably not my typical shooting, but the long day, thin frontside post and all the typical excuses. But you can actually really hit something with the gun. It's 150 meters with iron sights. Oh yeah, and shooting stuff is always fun.